Hopefully hit a Blood Chief's Thirst off the top here off their deck. No way, baby. Let's go. We win. That was so sick. I had a feeling we were going to hit that. I don't know why. Holy cow. We called it too. Let's freaking go, dude. What a game. GG. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on my video today. In today's video, we have a Grixis control list for you. This one goes back to one of my favorite color schemes, Grixis, and we've got some new toys in KALDHEIM. So I'm really excited to show you guys this deck and show you what it can do. But before we jump into it and start talking about the deck and follow it up with some gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, just be sure to do so. It's a free way to help support the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, there's a little bell next to it. If you hit that, you'll be notified anytime we post a video, which is 3 times a week. So be sure to hit that so you don't miss out on any future content. All right, guys, let's talk about it. So in today's deck, like I said, it's a Grixis control list. I wanted to get back to playing some Ashiok. It's such a good card that we kind of forget about with all the buzz of the new cards going around. Ashiok, I think, is still very, very powerful and can do a lot of really cool things here in the meta. So we built the deck kind of around Ashiok. We started actually this deck with the idea of building it an elixir deck, and it just kind of fell through, and it wasn't really meant for the deck, so we ended up taking it out, and this is where we ended up. But like I said, it's about Ashiok really, and Tibalt over here. So these are our 2 win cons. So we have 3 apiece. We have 3 Tibalts, 3 Ashioks, and when I say Tibalt, I mean Tibalt because we don't want to play Valki if we don't have to. Like I said, Tibalt is one of our win cons. It's a card that we're going to need to actually win the game, because if you look at the rest of our deck, it's full control. So there's nothing in here really other than a Bonecrusher Giant that can win us the game and deal damage. So we really want to be able to get our Ashiok and Tibalt down and protect them and be able to win the game through their ultimates, or whether it be just flooding the board with, 2/3s, or just winning the game off of our opponent's cards thanks to Tibalt's emblem. So those are the win cons. We got to protect those. So how do we do that, guys? With this current meta right now, mono white is everywhere. Mono white is literally taking over the format. Play testing this and playing it on stream, I ran into so many mono white decks, so we have to have plenty of removal to help ourselves with them. So Extinction Event is going to be our removal of choice. It's our board wipe of choice because it exiles, and we want to make sure we're able to exile these creatures, because mono white is what? Indestructible. Super annoying. They're hard to kill. There's literally like 3 cards in that deck that protect each other with indestructibility or protection from certain colors. So Extinction Event is the only way around that, because it deals with everything through exile, which is great. The other card on the other end that we have is Shadow's Verdict. Now, this is not only a great card against mono white, it's also really good against mono red, and it's also really good against rogues, because all 3 of those things, like I said, utilize small creatures, and we want to make sure not only we're killing them, but we're exiling them from the battlefield so that those benefits don't trigger, like the Annex won't trigger, or with rogues, they can't get them back from the graveyard. So this right here is a very powerful card. That's why we run an extra 2 of those on top of this, because this meta is very creature heavy right now and very aggro. So that's how we're going to get there to get to our, planeswalkers. Some other things we have along the way are some counter spells. We have 3 Jwari Disruptions. This is really good against the counter spells here are good against Soul Tie. That's kind of why I have them here. Soul Tie is also another really big meta share right now. And with Soul Tie, there's, 2 of their key spells. Early on is Cultivate, which Jwari Disruption can hit and really slow them down and not allow them to get the actual colors that they need to hit that ultimate, because if they can't get the proper colors of mana, they can't cast the ultimate, which is great. So this can really, pardon the pun, disrupt that play really well. And then we also have 3 Saw It Coming. Saw It Coming is going to be that play for us at the very end against those Soul Tie decks where they finally cast that Emergent Ultimatum. We saw it coming all day long. We counter it, and there you go. We got that figured out. And then we have Behold the Multiverse 3 of. This is going to help us with our card draw, obviously, finding things that we need, key pieces of our deck that, depending on the matchup, Saw It Coming can help us get there, which is great. And then we also have 3 Elspeth Nightmare. Now, you might think to yourself with Elspeth, Nightmare, and Akroan War, the fact that I'm not running Yorion, maybe don't get the full value out of these, but I think they are still fantastic on their own. They don't really need to be balanced over and over again. The fact that they can destroy creatures with Elspeth, Nightmare, and we can get a card out of our opponent's hand, those two things alone are fantastic. But also for up against Rakdos, exiling their graveyard is also fantastic, which is also another big part of the meta. So Elspeth Nightmare is really good, hands down. Even if you're up against a control deck, you just slam this down just for the effect of getting into their hand, and exiling something early is very powerful. And then we have two Akroan Wars, only two of, because this is better obviously with a sack outlet, but we don't have any sack outlets. This is just for like really opening up the lane, or taking their creature and hoping, you know, that we hit a board wipe, because this can actually board wipe your opponent with that third saga, and it's really hard to deal with once it's on the board. So you take something of theirs, they hopefully run it into their own creature, and then we board wipe the board. So 2 of is really good, because this has actually won me a lot of games late game. It's actually a really fantastic card alone. It's very, very powerful in control decks. And then we have 2 Poison the Cups, just for some little spot removal here and there for some pesky creatures that, you know, need to be dealt with fast. We have that. Then of course we have 4 Bonecrusher Giants, because it's Bonecrusher Giant. It's fantastic. It's one of the best cards in the meta. And then we also have 4 Mazemind Tomes for our draw engine. I know we have 3 Behold the Multiverse, but Mazemind Tome also gets the job done. It also helps us gain life in those early matchups against you know, aggro decks. It can help a lot down the road. So with that all being said, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about our one little Alrund's Epiphany here at the end. We're just running one Alrund's Epiphany. It was just kind of one of those things where I could have thrown a 4th Planeswalker in on each of these, or I could have even thrown in an extra counter, but I think Alrund's Epiphany, if we just find one of those, you know, the one that we have mid to late game, it's always good to have. I mean, having a second turn and creating 2 1/1 birds, why not? If you have it, you'll see actually in one of the matchups it actually becomes part of the game, and it's actually really helpful. Very cool card. I'm a fan of it, honestly. Just kind of threw it in there because I love the card, so it is what it is. But yeah, the mana's here on the side. I'm not going to go over that. If you guys want, you can go ahead and just copy the deck list down below in the description and import it right into the arena, and you'll have the whole deck list there, including the mana. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The gameplay footage is coming up next, so enjoy that. We had 3 really fun games, and then we'll wrap it up here with some final thoughts and what we thought truly of the deck. So we'll see you guys at the end. Till next time, see ya. All right, here we go. Today we're going to be playing some Grixis control. This is a really fun deck that we kind of put together, and we played it on stream the other day. It was a lot of fun. We had some good success with it. I've definitely fine-tuned it a little bit farther than we had it before, so hoping to do pretty well with it today. Let's see what we got, though. Great opening hand with the mana. We have Behold the Multiverse, which is awesome, so I'm going to keep this. We have 2 of our game-winning cards here, though. Don't really want to see those in our opening hand. And it looks like we're up against mono white. Here we go. We got to find ourselves some exiling effects, extinction events, so let's go and dig for those. Man, sad day. Mono white is just all over the place right now. It's driving me nuts. It is driving me crazy. All right, we can foretell this, hopefully digging deep to find ourselves the extinction event, or the Shadow's Verdict would be even better. Shadow's Verdict is the best card here. Alright, Basri Ket here. A lot of indestructibility going on. Pretty annoying. We do get to steal something next turn. I'm going to go ahead and Behold the Multiverse here, though, which kind of sucks because we're going to take, what, 3, 4, 5 minimum here, so we're down to 10 already. Mono white is so powerful. So powerful. I would make a video on it, but everyone and their mom's playing this deck, so I think the interest is already passed, unfortunately. I think everyone's pretty much got the idea of this deck. My turn? Not yet. Let's see. And it's another savior, of course. The Akroan War is looking really juicy right about now. Alright. That is what I'm talking about. All right. So, how do we want to play this? Do we do the Extinction Event for even and then follow it up with odd? Probably, right? Probably. Let's go. We can do even. Hopefully they make the mistake of sacking their the savior, but they do not. They do not. That would have been pretty funny. I've seen funnier things before. Man, Soulseer is going to be such a powerful card in other decks because this meta is. I've never seen a heavier meta towards one thing before. I mean, Rogues is obviously all over the place, but this is just as crazy, I feel like. All right, so we're gonna go black and odd. Shoot, that's gonna ultimate, isn't it? You get an emblem at the beginning of your combat to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with 1 white counter on every creature you control. Yikes. Alright, so they're gonna get an emblem. That's unfortunate, but our Ashiok should be able to at least keep up with creating creatures every single turn. Hopefully they plus their Bozriket here and make that mistake. That would be pretty cool. They plus their Bozriket. They really should have took the emblem when they had it there. That was, I think, gonna bite them in the butt. Let's see. 3/6. That leaves us with how? What can we do here? What can we do here? I need to Ashiok and bounce the Bozriket, I think. I don't think there's an if, and, or but here about that. I think it needs to occur. And then we steal the Alsaid's Bounty with the Akroan War? Or do we take the Alsaid's Bounty now, but then we give them the Bozriket ultimate, which we just can't do, so. It's Ashiok, bounce, and then it dies. It takes a hit, though, for us, which is really nice. And we did stop the ultimate from Bozriket, which would have been terrible for us. We actually made a huge mistake by not seeing that the previous turn. What did we get there? We got a Daxos, or was that a Savior? Bozriket back down, which is good. They just plus, easy peasy. They kill my Ashiok. Then I steal the Alsaid. 4, 5, 6. I can actually play Tibalt here and exile the Alsaid, couldn't I? I could. I definitely could. If I could go here and just foretell the multiverse, that's probably the better play. I think it's more of an investment play here, more of a long-term goal, but I think this is the right play. I don't think we want to minus Tibalt for 1 Alsaid here. This deck has so many good hits off the top of the deck that playing Tibalt next turn with 1 mana open could really get us some good stuff. Foretell this. And this acts as a board wipe, so if they want to play creatures onto the battlefield and attack with them, they're taking a gamble here because it does act as a board wipe eventually. Bozriket's going to get close to his ultimate again too, so we got to figure out how to deal with that. I don't really have a great way of killing that. I don't really have a tech for Planeswalkers. Another Ashiok will do it. That's good. They need a plus 1 more time, so guess we'll go Tibalt. Tibalt plus, we're not too scared of a 2/2. If it hits Tibalt, it is what it is. We get the +2 loyalty, so they're going to need to do a lot more than that. Extinction Event off the top. Wow, nice. And then, like I said, Akroan War is going to sweep the board up here, so even if they attack in here with the 2/2, it's going to die next turn.
I will guard your advance.
We have a foretold Behold the Multiverse, so we have 2 mana, draw 2, which is awesome. They go face, smart play there. We have some life gain in the Mazemind Tome. Also, we can gain life with their own Daxos, which is pretty cool. Alright, Ashiok's got to come down here this turn. I think it's imperative that it comes down. We have to get rid of Bozriket. Get rid of that Bozriket. It's our only answer for that. And then the Daxos has to come down too because it needs to block the Castle Ardenvale's 1/1 tokens that they're going to generate. Because they're going to be able to do that on the end step here and attack in. Can't forget to plus our Tibalt either. We could get another 1/1 creature, which would be really great. We did not, but we found another Akroan War. Let's go. Alright, yeah, we're sitting pretty. We are sitting pretty. Mono whites looking like they're in a little bit of trouble here. Feels good, man. Ashiok's gonna start putting creatures on the battlefield to block with. Ooh, that's a good find for our opponent, though. But it's easily taken care of with the Extinction Event. I could also just steal it with the Akroan War. That could be pretty good. And we could start playing things from our graveyard, which would be what? Nothing really. We don't really have a good graveyard for stealing that, actually. So stealing it's probably not smart. That was smart by playing that on the 1/1, because I don't know if they know we have the Extinction Event and that our goal here is to kill the Lurrus and everything. I'm actually just going to let that hit. Daxos can gain its life. It can also get bigger, so no need to throw that away. Speaker of the Heavens. We'll take that blue. Extinction Event for odd. Okay. We plus. We do one of these. Oh, they don't want to finish the game. No, big sad. I really wanted to finish that game out, man. We were going to do some pretty wild things there. We were basically going to beat them with their own mono white deck here. We had Speaker and Aspirant. That's like their two best cards, but all right. GG, on to the next one. All right, solid first game. Let's hope we don't get any more mono white though today. That'd be great. I'm so tired of mono white. It's all right though. It's all right. I get it. It's the meta. All right, opponent goes first. We have some counter spells, got some draw spells, got some kill spells. Can't be too mad at this. We do have 2 tap lands though. Ouch. And it looks like maybe mono red, so that could be bad. But we do have Extinction Event. We do have a Stomp. Throw this down for red. We got ourselves a party. All right, that's a good card to see. That's a good one to see. That's a stompable card right there. And it only gets +1/1, so I can't pump any higher than that. They could drop like an Infuriate on it though. That would be really bad for us, but we'll go all the way through the effects. So they spend their mana here. Spend that mana. No, you don't want to pump it? That seems weird. You got an Annex, huh? You got an Annex you're trying to play? Alright, that's gone, thank goodness. It's Annex, isn't it? No, it's Bonecrusher, alright. Well, how about we match their Bonecrusher with Bonecrusher? What do you say? What do you say? Seems good. Seems good. The longer that we can keep ourselves from being attacked, the better. And the longer we can hold off using our kill spells, the better. That's a good hit right there with our Extinction Event. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to double foretell our stuff. Foretell this. Foretell this. And now we're set up for huge success. If our opponent attacks us, how do we want to block here? Because the Bonecrusher becomes 2 1/1s, which then in turn makes our Extinction Event not as good. Should we just take this to the face or give them 1 1/1? That's enough too to Ember Cleave though. Maybe I should have got my Salt coming ready, but all right, well, if they're gonna Ember Cleave, we might as well take some of the damage, right? Might as well take some of the damage. Still good. I'm honestly still kind of glad they played Ember Cleave though, instead of us blocking and giving them the 1/1s, because I think overall the Extinction Event on both of these is really good value, so I'm okay with that. They don't get any 1/1s off of it, so it's very good. Very, very nice. And then we have some kill spell action, and Ashiok can draw cards, so we might be okay here. Faceless Haven could be a huge, huge problem for us. Glad they played that instead. Nice. Ashiok here. Let's see. So we play... no. I think we poison the cup on... hopefully the Faceless Haven. I don't know. Hopefully they actually spend the mana to strap that to the Torbrand, and then we can poison the cup and then Behold the Multiverse. But poison the cup is the only thing for us that kills Faceless Haven. So It's so tough, man. This play is so tough. I do not want to use this on anything else other than that Faceless Haven. It's going to end up killing us. It really is. We don't have a great way to deal with it, so. Goldspan Dragon. I guess we just counter that. Counter that. They swing in with Torbrand. Poison the cup. I don't like this play. I really don't like this play, but it is what it is. I guess 2 Ashioks is good. But even that, I don't think gets the job done, because say we Ashiok, we bounce this back to their hand. That could be solid, but I don't know. I don't know. I think 2 Ashioks is pretty good, though. I don't see why we should turn down 2 Ashioks. That seems to me like it would be pretty unwise, right? Because if they activate Faceless Haven, they can't attach that to it, right? So actually plussing this would be smarter. Because if they bring out the Haven, they won't have enough mana to strap the Embercleave to it. So I really shouldn't be too scared of the Haven as long as we have these chump blockers out there, right? A haste creature could be a problem for us. Especially like a Fervent Champion, maybe, because they could strap the Embercleave for free under that. I'm hoping we can get through this one turn here. Okay, they go for the Faceless Haven, so that's good. If they go for that, they tap down, so they can't attack, so. They swing in, they're gonna kill my 2/3. That's fine. I get to exile some of their things, which is really nice. Chump block all day on that. And then we can hold up Saw coming next turn, which is really good. And then Behold the Multiverse. That seems really strong. If they do find another land, though, then their Faceless Haven becomes a really big problem for us. Okay, that's first strike. How do we want to handle this? How do we want to handle this? 3, 6. I don't have enough mana to play the actual Tibalt, but I do have enough mana to play Valki, which can block. It can block. I think, though, I think we have to bounce the Embercleave, right? We got to get it out of here. Get the Embercleave out of here. And then see what they take out. They take away the Embercleave. And I think I'm gonna do Valki. That's another Embercleave. Unbelievable. We can counter it though. Valki can block the Faceless Haven. We take 2. 2 doesn't kill our Ashiok. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. They don't activate Faceless Haven, so they want to bring in the Embercleave. That's awesome. That's really good for us. So we're gonna go ahead and block here. This actually worked out really well for us. This worked out super well for us. All right. So we block. And then we counterspell the Embercleave. Easy counter for us. GG's. All right, they go in on our Valki, which is fine. Extinction Event. Wow, good top deck. Good top deck. Another 2/3. Now all we have to do is avoid another top deck of an Embercleave. We've already taken care of 2, so if they top deck an Embercleave, we did everything we could. I mean, we have them on the ropes here. Our end game's coming in strong. We have a Behold the Multiverse and an Extinction Event on the next turn if we get there, so. Which we may not even need. Shoot, I might even take the 2-shot here and then just double block the Faceless Haven here just to get rid of it, because it's a problem for us. I feel like there's some trickery going on here, though, because our opponent should have seen that block coming. I don't foresee... I think they have something in their hand here that's gonna ruin our day. They do not. Okay. So we took care of the Faceless Haven. That was not smart on their part. Alright, so we go odd here. And that's game. Let's go, baby. We were in such a bad position there early on too. Holy cow. I'm so glad we were able to work our way out of that. Let's go. Man, they really putting us through the ringer on those first 2 games, huh? Mono white, mono red. That's tough. That's tough. All right, let's hope we get something a little more reasonable here. A little more reasonable is all I ask. That's not the hand though. Oh no. Mulligan. That's also not the hand, but we're gonna keep it. Oh man, we're gonna keep this hand. I am gonna lose this game. Another land could be good, but can't afford not to find some relevant spells, like maybe a the multiverse card. Shoot, I forget the name of the full card. Peer into the multiverse, something like that. Behold the Multiverse. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like gaze upon, look at, whatever. You know what I mean. Need something to draw some cards. That's the ultimate goal here. Definitely throw down the Castle Vantress. Don't really have a 2-drop play. We do have a Valki, but we got to see what our opponent's doing here first. If they're like a Soul Tie deck, we don't know if that's the play. Okay. That's not something you see every day. That is not something you see every day. So maybe we do Valki here and see what's going on. Let's take a gander here. Let's take a gander. Nothing. Wow. Okay, so they are full control, and they've got their Mazemind Tome too. It's kind of a mirror matchup in some ways, but it's more Demir control. But we just threw away a Valki for no reason. That really sucks. They got full value out of their Nightmare too. Big ouch. Okay. Yeah, we just we didn't get it this game, guys. This was not our game. We lose our Ashiok. That is so heartbreaking. Ouch. What a horrible start. We lose our Ashiok. We had to take a mulligan. Opponent has a pretty stacked hand here. We can take their Ashiok 1-for-1 here, but they have a Mazemind Tome, which really honestly makes all the difference here. This could just be a not our game. Oh yeah, that tome is everything. If we could top deck a tome, we'd be in business, but doesn't look like that's the case. Yep, Ashiok it is. Blood Chief's Thirst is a problem too down the road if we do end up finding what we need. We're gonna go blue here because we can scry for 2, which is actually very helpful. Opponent exiles my graveyard, not the end of the world, but scrying for 2 is actually pretty big here. I think that's the only thing that's going to keep us in this game. Gotta find Behold the Multiverse, so I gotta find a Mazemind Tome. Those are the only 2 things that'll get me back as far as like a hand size here to kind of play against. But the good news is they have a bunch of kill spells, which don't really help them, and that doesn't help them either. That's essentially 4 dead cards in hand, so we might have a shot here. That's an easy kill, but they get it back. That's technically a land, so let's wait till they can actually attack. Let's go and get that scry like we said. They draw a card. Ouch. 2 to the bottom. Don't need any land, and I don't need a stop. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, and I forgot about we were exiling their graveyard. I probably should have stomped them, huh? Probably should have stomped them, but that's fine. That's fine. We have an Extinction Event. That stinks. I think I might just take the shot here and scry again. What does this do? It takes 3 or greater, so they can actually take my Extinction Event here if they want to. And they saw me highlight it there again for a second time, so they're probably like, oh, they drew something here, but we'll see. Man, their Mazemind Tome doing work for them. They found another conundrum too, so all right, that's a really good Extinction Event. So yeah, we're definitely gonna take the shot here to the face, and we're gonna scry again, and then we'll get ultimate value out of our Extinction Event here. Behold the Multiverse, there it is. Can I Extinction Event and oh, I can. Nice. I can Extinction Event and I can foretell that. Foretell. Do this for even. Shoot, we might even be able to win this game. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Unless, of course, they find a Planeswalker here off the top. That would be really bad for us. They have so much draw ability too that it's definitely possible that they find that what they need here. But that was their last Mazemind Tome. Psych. You thought. Another Bonecrusher. All right. So sad. So sad. The reason I didn't Behold the Multiverse on my main phase there is just because that would leave us with 4 mana. So if I did find something I wanted, like an Ashiok, we wouldn't be able to play it, and then we'd be open to the predation. So that's why we didn't do that. We got the Mazemind Tome and Ashiok. Don't mind if I do. Ashiok's gonna die. I'm totally aware of this. I know Ashiok's gonna die. But we at least get 1 creature out of it. They have to play their Blood Chief's Thirst at 4 value. We're coming back. We're making a comeback here. They have too many kill spells for a deck matchup. Like, this matchup is not good for them because they went too hard in the paint with the kill spells, I think. I think that's going to be our advantage here, is that we're more built to handle a little more wide array of things. That's not good. They have nothing in their graveyard, though, so actually not as scary as I thought. Which means they have another answer, though, for another Ashiok. How do we win this game? Not sure. Not sure. Let's go for a draw. Akroan War is nice. We do lose it, though, to the predation. We're fine, though. I think we're fine. We're stabilizing a little bit. 3 cards in hand. They have, again, they have nothing in the graveyard, so the value of their Elspeth's Nightmare, or I'm sorry, Elspeth's Conquers Death is not good. But they keep drawing, which is annoying. They haven't shown me anything to say that they have Yorians in their deck. I would assume they would have one as a companion if that's what they're doing. So they're not going to bounce these for extra value. They're not going to bounce that. They have a very interesting deck. It's hard to read. All right, Valki comes in hand, grabs one of my giants, and then I just stomp it and I get my giant back. Three, 4. Yeah, I can stomp it. I have enough mana for that. They might play the predation now that they know what's in my hand. That might have been like a little test to see what was in my hand, to see if it was worth predation. But there we go. We killed their Valki. They don't have a red source yet. I was wondering why they didn't play the Tibalt, but it just dawned on me they don't have any red source out right now, so. Wait, they've hit 2 of my Ashioks already? Oh boy. They have a counterspell for this? That's fine. Oh, they're going to change it into a Bonecrusher. Wow, I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's not smart, Matt. Not smart at all. I think this is more important than the Akroan War. If I'm being completely honest, this is more important. I'll take 4. I'll take 4. I don't want to be able to... You know what? They made a big mistake there because I actually misplayed that really hard and they didn't catch it. They should have allowed that to die. Oh, there they go. They just saw it. I was going to say their Elspeth Conquers Death would get it back. Shoot. Well, they did it. They did it the wrong way, but it is what it is. They should have just let me kill it. Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't bring back, though, the other side of it as a Tibalt. Wait, they put a loyalty on it? And it's a creature? Oh, I'm so confused. This game has been riddled with misplays on both of our parts, but I'm glad that they're keeping pace with me on misplays. Yeah, that was a big oops there. The reason they didn't get the Tibalt side is because it does not say they can cast it from the graveyard. It just... it brings it back into the battlefield, which means it's gonna default to the front face. Wonder why they haven't played the predation yet. They know they can hit something in my hand, so. Nice draw. Elspeth Nightmare off the top with the Mazemind Tome. Gotta love that. Alright, definitely want to get rid of the other ECD here. And then we get rid of one of the Blood Chief's Thirst on the next one. Seems pretty good. Akroan War leaves me with no mana to draw a card with. Kind of makes me sad, but it might bait them into killing this giant, which only benefits me. So if they want to waste a Blood Chief's Thirst here, that they take 2, I get my giant back. Seems like a win-win for me. I'm just praying they don't ever find that red source because they have a Tibalt in hand. Alright, they go for Predation, which now doesn't hit anything. Big whiff. They had an opportunity, but they missed it. They missed the boat there. Cosmos Elixir, are you kidding me? Man. That's a good card. That's a pretty sweet top deck, I can't lie. Tibalt does exile artifacts though, so if I can find my own Tibalt here. Why would they play that? I'm so confused. I'm so confused at what they're doing here. That has to attack next turn and then it dies. So confused. My turn. What do we got? What do we got? They drew nothing. All right, Blood Chief's Thirst gone then. Go here. There we go. Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. You're gone. But so is my Tibalt. But you know what? I got a Cosmos Elixir out of it, so can't be too upset. Cosmos Elixir is OP. It was actually originally, I don't know if I said this in the intro, but it was actually originally in this deck, but we went ahead and trimmed it out for some more consistency. There goes the Blood Chief's Thirst. We knew that was coming. But again, we got the Cosmos Elixir out of it, and I think we have one each left of Tibalt and one of the Ashiok. So we can still win this game. It's still doable. That Tibalt's gonna die. We do lose the other Tibalt, which is a Bonecrusher right now. Which is fine. And we go here. Cosmos Elixir, of course. A body to block with. And we draw a card, gain some life. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. 2 Mazemind Tomes in hand too. So we get a lot of card draw here. We should be able to find our win cons. This is a good game. We should have lost this game way early on. I'm glad we were able to make a comeback here. Field of Ruin. What are they going to hit? One of my castles? I have 2 of them, so that's fine. That's fine. Blue, sure. Oh, if only I had a Mazemind Tome out, we'd get value out of it. All right, so that can keep coming back. This I can trade with and get another Bonecrusher Giant, so seems like the right idea. Thank you. More cards for me is always a good thing. They're gonna draw a card, take 2. Boom. What'd they hit though? Hopefully not an Ashiok. I literally was just thinking it's gonna be an Ashiok, isn't it? And there it is. Oh, they don't return. They don't return their elixir to themselves, which could have been a good play for them. They didn't see it. Thank goodness. Let's go stomp here. Let's play it. Nope, we don't have enough mana. Just kidding. This. Draw 2. I'm sorry, draw 1. Epiphany, let's go, baby. Okay, so again, they could kick their elixir to their own hand here and then discard a card. But will they see that? They don't see it. Wow, I'm so surprised right now that they're not seeing that. They take 2, drawing a card. Alright, now we can take over the game here. We have Alrund's Epiphany. Let's get a couple of turns here. Right, We can play another tome too, which is awesome. We can draw another card. Feeling pretty good right about now. End turn. Shadow's Verdict could be good. Let's go ahead and get in there for the 2 over the top before we verdict, and then let's draw cards, see what we hit. Could hit something useful here. Let's find out. We do not hit anything useful. Verdict. Exiling their Tibalts too, which is fire. And we get ourselves a giant. Wasn't the most like crazy good play. Alrund's Epiphany got us a little bit going there, but oh, they got a Jwari Disruption. Nice. All right, we do get to draw 3 cards a turn now though, so should be able to find something useful on 3 cards. Plus the additional card I draw naturally, so 4 cards here. I should be able to find something useful. All right, 1 down. No bueno. If only they saw their Cosmos Elixir play that they didn't see. They could have been back in this game maybe. Wow, that is just a string of bad luck, huh? And watch, to top it off, I guarantee this is going to hit our Planeswalker off the top. So I'm gonna poison the cup on the 2/3 before the attack step here. They take more damage. That is not the play, I don't think. Fabled Passage, okay. This is a long game. This might be the whole video here, these 3 games. I apologize, we're gonna get more looks here, but and I forgot to activate the Poison the Cup. And I am going to lose the Planeswalker because of it. Oh, thank God. Whew. Totally forgot to activate the Poison the Cup there. Might as well do it now, though. Actually, no, hold on, dude. We have so much mana. We might actually hit an Extinction Event. Or another Poison the Cup. There we go. That'll work. That'll work, and then we could top deck, hopefully, something to win me the game, or to get rid of this Ashiok would be nice. How much mana do I have? So I could do 1 more time here and still play both of them? Or just play one of them. All right, there we go. We got Valki now. Let's go. Valki for the win, but it's going to require that they didn't draw something to deal with it, which I'm sure they did. They had so many kill spells. They had 2 Elspeth Conquers Death, and they had 2 Blood Chief Stirs. I'm sure they found something else here. All right, we got to find a counter spell. That's what we got to find. So let's hit these. Hit these and hopefully find ourselves with our Scry a counter spell. Miscast. Oh, okay. It's like that, huh? Let's go ahead and get in there. 17 cards left. We're getting to the bottom of the barrel here. All right, so let's go Valki. I'm sorry, Tibalt. Tibalt, not Valki. Plus miscast, counter instant sorcery spell. Let's say pay 3. Okay. Then we Bonecrusher Giant you. Right? Is there a counter spell? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. No whammies. No whammies. And resolve. Heartless Act. Okay. What's that? What was that about? Oh, I guess they don't want me to have the Bonecrusher. Okay. Fair enough. Do your thing. Alright, Bonecrusher, probably no. Actually, it gets them dead. It gets them dead, so we need to start looking into getting them dead. Like ASAP, we're running out of options here. They've been able to answer so many of our things. They've down to 4 because they won't stop drawing cards. Not the best, I don't think. These cards are kind of irrelevant at this point just because we're so deep into the game here. They make my Tibalt come back to hand? That's annoying. That's super annoying.
Heroics are but a dream
Fair enough, though, I guess. All right. They didn't want me to ultimate the Tibalt. I can't blame them. They go for my castle, which doesn't matter. We only have 14 cards left. Whatever's on top's on top. Make that 13 cards. Let's scry. What do we got on top? We're going to get it with the Tibalt, so we don't need an Extinction Event. Hopefully they didn't find a counter off the top. That would be pretty heartbreaking. Alright. That's a good find. Akroan, kind of good. I'm going to go ahead and stomp their face with the Bonecrusher Giant because we are close to getting him dead here. We'll do it on... Actually, we'll do it now so we can cast the Bonecrusher to pose lethal on the board. And also, if we put Bonecrusher on a Giant on the battlefield, it deals 2 to them if they target it. So, pretty sure we got it. They're going to have to shatter the sky in order to kill it without dying. Down to 10 cards. I'm not going to lie if I didn't say I was not nervous here. There's a shatter. We get the card. Oh, it's a counter spell. If only we had the mana for it right now. I think I have one more Bonecrusher, right? I do not. Oh, I have nothing good. Nothing good left. Heartless Axe and Shatter the Skies, huh? Get the instant speed removal. Guess we'll go Akroan here, huh? Threaten lethal with that. Then we have a counter spell for any shenanigans. Hopefully hit a Blood Chief's Thirst off the top here after their deck. No way, baby. Let's go. We win. That was so sick. I had a feeling we were going to hit that. I don't know why. Holy cow. We called it too. Let's freaking go, dude. What a game. GG. All right, and that's the games. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot of fun to play Grixis. I don't know if anyone knows this, but Grixis is my absolute favorite. I'd say it's between Grixis and Mardu. Those two are my 2 favorite color schemes, and they're a lot of fun to play. So I really enjoyed this one. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot with this particular deck. I'm sure there's a lot we can do to make this one a little better. But I don't know personally. I just got done playing it, and I didn't really have one specific thing. Maybe Behold the Multiverse is the only thing where I kind of was playing that, and there was a lot of times it was in my hand and we didn't really have the mana to cast it. I know it's only a 2 foretell, 2 to play it later, which seems like it would be fantastic, and that's why I ran it. But there was a lot of times it seemed stuck in my hand, but I don't know how we can fix that, or if it's maybe my gameplay style or just the matchups we had. I think it's a great card. I don't really want to mess with this deck too much. I'm going to keep playing it until we figure out, you know, where our flaws really are in the deck. We had 3 wins today, so it's pretty good. We did lose, obviously, with this deck in pre-game testing, and there are some holes, but I need to see a bigger sample size before I decide what it is that I want to make cuts on. But if you guys have any ideas, if you're looking at this deck and you're like, hey, this would be really great in the deck, please share your comments down below. I would love to hear those thoughts and share some ideas with you guys as well. There's also a Discord link in the description if you guys want to hit that up. We have a really cool Discord where we share ideas and deck lists, so you can come on over there and share those ideas. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoy this list, and if you made it this far into the video, as always, special thank you and shout out to you. We should have a video coming soon of my pack opening. We did an IRL pack opening, but it will be for members only. Just wanted to put that out there. If you guys want to become members of the channel, it's the little join button next to the subscribe button. It's $4.99 and you can become a member of the channel, and we do pack openings. We're going to be doing a little bit more down the road, and also we will be posting our streams. We are streaming every single Wednesday on YouTube. I think we're going to be posting those streams VODs as members only as well. I don't really want to keep those on the main page just because it could hurt the algorithm with these deck building, you know, these videos that we're putting out. It might not fit into the algorithm well, and it could hurt our videos going out further. So we're going to go ahead and put that as members only as well. Give you guys a special, you know, a couple of special things and incentivize you guys if you guys do join. So I want to say thank you all though so much for being here and enjoying the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.